Okay, I'm a little skeptical of Lorelai ever going to therapy and it kind of working. But I will say this, it does give her a great chance to annoy her mother. Maybe instead of traditional therapy, they should just schedule a meeting with Mrs. Kim. She'd set them right on the straight and narrow. In the episode Spring, Taylor has organized an international foods festival. But of course, they don't have all the nations represented. It's a very typical Taylor-led debacle, but people still have a great time. Except for those of us watching Jackson make more lame-o excuses about where Suki is. Seriously, either let her be in the episodes or don't, but this little halfway bit, ugh, not interested. Rory is back in London working on a children's book / biography for that crazy British lady. But I can't help but think the real reason she's there is so she can be with Logan. The two have lunch, and there shows up Logan's dad. And as usual, he offers to give Rory a hand at Condé Nast. But seriously, why would she want his help? She pretty much brushes him off, but it can tell it's kind of in the back of her mind that she might have to call him. Then we find out that Logan isn't just a playboy anymore, and Rory isn't the only one cheating. Logan's actually engaged to an heiress named Odette. Rory, I know you're still into Logan, and I totally get that. But surely there's a single guy out there. You can tell her feelings for Logan are still real because she offers to stay in London for a few more days. But he turns her down because Odette's going to be there sleeping with him that night. Back in Stars Hollow, Luke gets invited to a private dinner with Emily, and Lorelai, of course, tags along. The reason he was invited? It turns out Luke was included in the will for Richard, and he's left him a whole bunch of money, but only for one purpose. To expand Luke's diner empire. Some dreams never die, even when you're dead. Emily's so excited to fulfill Richard's dream that she actually picks Luke up from Stars Hollow with the best realtor and takes him around to look at properties. Since Rory had to leave London because Logan doesn't have room in his bed right now, she goes to Chilton with Paris for like an alumni weekend. The two get into a fight in the bathroom with Francie just like old times, and I don't get the feeling that anyone at Chilton would be super friendly to Paris, except that she's donated $100,000. Money talks, and it buys you friends. While there, Headmaster Charleston suggests that Rory get a master's degree and come back and be a teacher at the school. That sounds like a good idea, but at this point, we know Rory's not into good ideas. She turns him down, and then she calls Logan to call in the favor from his dad. In the meantime, she loses her book pitch deal with the crazy British lady and calls up Condé Nast to do a spec piece about people who wait in line in New York City. The lines for Cronuts are a mystery. She takes her mom along for the research and ends up having a one-night stand with a Wookiee. Nothing against furries, but it just doesn't seem like Rory to sleep with one. Rory's just so lost. It's not what we wanted or expected from Rory. We expected her to do everything just perfectly. And it turns out perfect is an illusion. She hates the piece she's writing for Condé Nast, and so she decides to try for the job at Sandy Says, a small digital media news site. And they don't want her either, so the only thing left for Rory to do is move home. In typical Gilmore Girls style, there's tons of witty dialogue going on and lots of storyline. But you can't help but feel that the real thrust of this special is that Rory is lost and trying to find her way. I think Rory probably needs a turn at the therapist.